Hello my retards and welcome back to Magic Kool-Aid. Guys, our next video comes from an old friend, Roxanne, aka Ocyphius. Roxanne is a channeler who has channeled many different beings such as Bashart, reptilians, blah blah blah, something called Sylvester, I don't know what the hell that thing is. But we can see Roxanne is another, sorry Roxanne, but you're another scammer. And we go to your website here. You're asking people to donate to you. Not sure why they would donate money to you. You're not exactly providing a real service. You're just providing some word salad bullshit soup for everyone to enjoy. Your message is, greetings to all of humanity. My eternal gratitude for accepting the challenge of the incarnation of humanity. How awesome you truly are. What you mean is how awesome you truly are, Roxanne. The ascension of humanity is the self-aware understanding that you are an eternal being that was chosen by creativity to exist. Why are you capitalizing all of these words? I mean, why not just capitalize every word in the sentence? You are now and forever. You as an individual expression of free will choice has chosen to incarnate as a human to help us all remember who and what we are, the creator, the source God. No one chose to be born. That's not how it works. You were born because your parents had sex and a baby was created. It's really that simple. You don't need to make it more complex, Roxanne. Sorry, this is a little tough love, okay? We can see here that you also sell books, but you only sell the one book. Looks like ebooks, actually. And let's take a look over here at services. You do offer private sessions, but this is funny. Let's take a look at your prices. 3 questions, $75. Email 3 questions, which Ocyphius will answer, and Roxanne will email to you as an audio file. So for someone to ask you a question, and for you to just give them some bullshit reply that you pulled out of your ass, it's going to be $25 a question. But you only do it in 3 question segments, $75. That's a ripoff, Roxanne. 30 minutes, though, if you want to do a phone or a Skype session. 30 minutes, $75. Question and answer on a specific topic. 60 minutes, $140. Oh, you guys are going to save yourself $10 if you do a 60-minute session. You can communicate with your guides and higher self. This must be very draining for you to keep this bullshit up for 60 minutes with a total stranger who may or may not actually believe you have powers. Although I'm assuming anyone who pays $140 to listen to you bullshit for 60 minutes probably does believe you. Here's a channeling class. Roxanne will teach you how to do her own bullshit, but you need to pay $195, okay? So if you pay $195, Roxanne will teach you her own methodology, okay? But I can teach it to you for free. You just make the shit up. It's really simple. All she's doing is accessing the creative part of her own brain and pretending that that's an authoritative voice from another realm. That's all Roxanne's doing. Then she does face-to-face sessions, booked as a 2-hour session at $250. Roxanne, how often do people actually take you up on that one? Small groups at $550. Large groups, 5 to 8. This is in case you don't have enough money, you want to pull it together, okay? $650. It's kind of gross, Roxanne. You seem nice, but this is just gross. So your video is called Badasses. So let's see what you have to say.
Hi, welcome to Odyssey of Ascension. This is Roxanne.
I love your production, Roxanne.
We are going to channel for you once again today.
Let's do it. You have your ayahuasca tea, I'll have my monster.
Next week, I believe. So next Wednesday, we'll start the Q&A.
Okay.
And we'll finish it up on Friday.
Tell us about badasses.
So if you have any more questions you want to get in, email them all who have joined us today.
Here we go.
Excellent. In the idea of time, in the idea of now, in the idea of yourself, we shall speak from
guys,
the perspective of you.
$250, guys. If you want to hear this in person for 2 hours, $250.
Creation, figuring it out
Totally
on your
worth
own. Remember that. You use everyone as guides. Always. Every choice is yours. How awesome that is.
Every choice is not yours. What about people who get mugged? Did they choose to get mugged? Are you going on with the soul contract bullshit? Is that going to be your excuse for why people have things happen to them that they don't seemingly choose, but so you can continue to tell people that they choose things? As I've pointed out in the past, soul contracts are a favored methodology of bullshit artists and just predators in general. So you don't seem like a predator to me, Roxanne. So why are you saying that everyone chooses everything that happens to them? I'll ask you the same question I ask everyone who says something like this. Do people choose to get raped? Do people choose to get murdered? Do people choose to get violently assaulted? That's what you're saying, right? You know it's not true, though, I hope.
How do you look at those choices? How do we figure them out on a comparative scale? Where is your pool of information you are judging it against?
So far we can tell that if you pay Roxanne $250 and you meet her in person for 2 hours, she will ask you questions that are rhetorical in a very weird voice and pretend that it's an alien speaking through her. I mean, her higher self. So that's what will happen if you pay Roxanne. You'll get some questions that you can think about.
We all know this. So use yourselves as the gods you are, truly. As the idea of choice, truly.
What?
Instead of victim of choice. Instead of consequence of choice.
Okay, maybe your advice is better if I actually pay for it, but so far the great advice you've given is that people who are victims of things, of circumstance, should actually realize their own power and realize that they chose to be victims! That's what you say, Roxanne. But that's not really how it works. Yes, some people do choose to be victims, but you can't make a broad, overarching statement and suggest that everything that happens to people is a result of their own choice. That's very destructive. It's very bad to tell people that.
Understand, entities. This is a idea perilous journey. So much fun, so exciting. With all kinds of stipulations and ideas of purpose, wanting, need, have, musts.
Okay.
That rattle around in your illusional idea brain.
You are good at this, I'll tell you that much.
The peace, the solitude, the stillness, the isness is nothing that has anything to do with the now of the past.
What?
It is all an
Does anybody know what Roxanne just said? Because I don't even understand that. I can't even riff on that because I don't know what the hell she just said.
the now.
It's mumbo jumbo.
Your ability to distort light.
Okay.
It's most epic.
Guys, we have an epic ability to distort light. I'm going to demonstrate it right now. Nothing's happening. Isn't that weird? My epic ability to distort light does not seem to be functioning properly at the moment. But we all have it.
Let's say reoccurring program is to take that beautiful unknown and distort it into a polarity field.
What? Guys, our purpose is to take the beautiful unknown and distort it into a polarity field. $250 or $125 an hour for this. At least it's better than Patrick John
And as
Coleman.
you move through your idea, galactics of the self, as you move your ideas through yourself,
as you move through your ideas, galactics of the self, as you move your ideas through yourself, you're just repeating yourself now. Time is money, Roxanne. What if I had paid you for this information? Are you just going to repeat yourself like this through the whole time and just keep adding big words and nebulous concepts that have no real meaning? Are you going to pretend abstract ideas can somehow be molded to be actually effective upon the universe? That's not worth $125 an hour. You're really going to have to kick up your game.
you no longer choose to bend such light in such manner. The personality disseminates. The I am of separation weakens. The veil is thinned.
Okay, I have to keep interrupting you. I know I'm interrupting you every 10 seconds, but this is some cult leader bullshit. You guys have to stop viewing things in duality. You have to stop seeing right and wrong. Because what I'm saying is definitely right, and no one should question it. That's the implication in your statement. The implication is that nobody can be wrong, nobody can be a liar, nobody can be using bad intentions to screw people over. Everything must somehow be presumed to be good. But why? Why should everything be presumed to be good? That we know for a fact from our own experience for thousands of years that scammers and con artists exist pretending to speak to other higher dimensional beings. We have plenty of empirical evidence that there are scammers like that. So wouldn't the evidence suggest that you are in fact one of these scammers? And then when you go on talking about how we live in this false paradigm of light and darkness and all this crap, and we can choose not to exist in that paradigm, it's more bullshit. We cannot choose that. No matter what we choose to believe, there's still going to be predators still preying on people who are ignorant and gullible and who just believe everyone has good intentions. So you are actually teaching people to be victims, and then you're telling them they choose to be victims. You're nice, Roxanne, but that's twisted.
Lifted. Many different parts of you. Your light shines here, but it's dimmed over there. And all of these constructs are moving in a way of evolutionary.
Okay.
All of these constructs of beliefs are falling away because of your work, your mastery.
No.
No sissies come to Earth, only badasses.
Yeah, guys, only badasses come to Earth. I've never seen a big giant pussy who will throw a rock at you and then run and hide behind a bush. Nope, I've never seen anyone who makes disingenuous statements in an attempt to hide and cover their own tracks for horrible things they've done before. Nope, in fact, everyone who does anything is a badass, no matter what the thing is. How can you do this to people? How can you tell people that there really is nothing wrong with any kind of behavior or thought pattern? It's not right. What you're doing is toxic and poisonous, Roxanne. Do you really want to be spreading this kind of thinking to people? Do you really want to be weakening our minds to the point where we cannot defend ourselves from physical or psychic predators? That's what you're doing. It's not good.
Good.
You're not a warrior of light.
You feel
You're
those
twisting
vibrational
everything.
connections. Those
Obfuscating.
importances.
Confusing people.
Those seekings to make a point. I'm going to shift my reality to make a point because it makes me feel good about myself. Does. That knowledge, You got a whole lot of information. And you mistakenly, in some ways, think it's knowledge.
That's yourself. Why do you think you have knowledge? All you're doing is spreading out all of the various nebulous concepts you've ever researched. You mush them all together into a big ball of bullshit, and now you're rolling it downhill at your audience. That's what's happening. It's not like you have real knowledge, okay? This is some mumbo-jumbo. You can learn how to think like this. You can learn how to talk like this to people. It's designed intentionally to make people submit to you and to submit to your authority. It's very transparent, and I'm not pretending to channel anyone or have any powers. I'm just simply observing what you're doing.
But it's just regurgitation.
You went
of
from being
information, is it not?
a whack packer to a villain.
Always
You're
ask,
now a villain,
what does this
Roxanne.
mean for me, as far as my limitations to myself.
I think maybe
Seeking ideas of
I've said
stance.
enough. Have I made my point?
To make sure you
Just give me
belong,
30 seconds.
to make sure you're worthy. We've said it before, many times. But you bring up the nows of the past and you let them
I would never pay you for advice. God, it's really bad, Roxanne. This is really bad. But I did tell you I have a song for you, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sing you a song. Roxanne, you don't have to channel Bashar tonight. Those days are over. You don't have to sell your bullshit, child of light. Roxanne, you don't have to wear that dress tonight. Alright, I think I've had enough fun with you, Roxanne. We're going to move on to our next segment, everybody. I'll see you on the other side of the break.